Hello, everyone. My name is John Gallagher, and I am in the G44 cohort out in Boulder for Galvanize. This video is to show you my first quarter project, which was a video game. A lot of the references are a little bit inside baseball, but however, uh, I just wanted to showcase what I've learned in the first quarter. So this project not only shows my love for video games, but shows a lot of elements that we learned throughout the first quarter, including JavaScript, JSON, HTML, CSS, and much more. So let's get started. I had to do this on a local server on Cloud9. So we start this. You might be able to see a couple of the instructors are on top for this Mega Man opening screen. But once I reload, you'll be able to hear some video game music. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, let's get started. The only elements that you're going to need for this game are... Actually, let me go back to the beginning so I can show you the main menu, how to play. The only things you're going to need are the arrow keys. Make sure to avoid fire and the barrels. And try to collect as much beer as you can. And I did include local storage on this game, so it will save your highest score. So let's start the game. As you can see, you control 3 separate instructors throughout the game. The most difficult part about making this game actually was one. There's actually 3 different parts. One included learning Phaser itself. Phaser has its own language, which, while it does include some elements of basic JavaScript and HTML, there are some different commands that you have to learn while creating your game. Another difficult element for to learn about this game, to learn about creating this game, was creating these sprites. Sprites are everything you see on the screen. Some of them are static. Some of them you can control. As you see, our kill screen here also use materialize as they use that toast that pops up. Sprites include the character. You have to make that from scratch, including all the different frames. Same thing with the fires. The beers had to be created, as well as their location in a separate JSON file to reference in my JavaScript. And surprisingly, one of the more difficult aspects of the game included, it's weird, I never die this much during the game. I've played this about 9,000 times. But one of the more difficult aspects of creating the game was the music. Now, you have to put in 2 different types of audio files for the games because different browsers can only play certain audio files. You have to put in both MP3 and something called OG. Oh wow, why am I having such difficulty with this? There we go. Also OGG files as well. But the most difficult part included, and this is Pete, the instructor, our goal, right at the top there. Even using Audacity, getting the music to be on the same level proved to be quite difficult. If I worked with the audio file in Audacity, it can get distorted, and trying to set individual music files like their volume level through Phaser made it kind of difficult. Even when you set it to like 0.5 or like 0.3 or something like that, they still wouldn't match up perfectly. So I'd like to learn exactly how to manipulate the music to the way that I would want it to go. Each game has its own pattern. Had to set that through release. Let me just see if I can show you some of the code behind this. See, and that's the game. So we'll go back to the main menu, and we'll go to iCloud. Let's see. There we go. So there was a lot of code behind this, and learning how to reference and hold different states of the game. As you can see, there are a lot of states included in this game. Index file, CSS, basic CSS. I didn't really use that much of it. And a lot of sprites is all turned into the background and items of the game. So just trying to connect and learn how to connect all of these different aspects of the game was probably the most difficult part, but most rewarding because I'm really happy with how the game ended up. And I hope that even though the references will be lost on people, that the gameplay itself will hold up. So thank you for taking time watching my video, and have a great day.